Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now time for the best real estate podcast online. It is time for Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live with Mike and Dave Elkins, presented by Elite Realty Group.
Let's talk some real estate talk now.
Here we go.
Let's talk some real estate talk, give you some good information. We're going to be talking about today, I think we got 3 of them. We're going to be giving you 3 tips today to purchase a home or to buy a home in a seller's market. A seller's market means, again, inventory's down.
Right.
Prices are usually up just slightly, and you know that we've been telling you this now for quite some time. So it is kind of a seller's market right now. A couple years ago, when there was all kinds of homes on the market,
right,
it was a buyer's market, which drives prices down. You have a ton of things to pick from, choose from, so on and so forth. But we're kind of in right now, and hoping by the end of the year, it kind of goes back to a normal, what you would say, even keel market. But right now, we're in a seller's market. So we're going to give you some tips today, 3 of them, to purchase a home in a seller's market. All right. So here's what you need to know when making an offer or looking to buy in today's market and what we're in right now. Tip number 1 is that you need to remember, write this down if you want to keep this info for future use. If you're not buying a home now, this may be info that you can give to someone else.
Right.
Tip number 1, you need to know that time is very valuable.
Man, it's valuable.
Time is of the essence,
yes,
as they say.
Yes,
it is very important now that you know those. During peak purchasing months, spring times of the year, this is more prevalent. But right now, we're seeing this in every segment of the market, every season of the year. We're seeing, again, because it's that seller's market, time is very valuable to you and also to the seller.
Right.
Now, how can we combat that? How can we look at it and know that, okay, if time is valuable, time is of the essence, what are some things that I could do to make sure that I'm not stepping on my toes when I do this? So here's one thing. Here's a tip I'll give, and then we'll see what you got. One of the things I will tell you is you need to go ahead right now. If you've made the choice that you're going to buy now or soon or this year or whenever, go ahead and become pre-approved for your loan.
Get that step out of the way. It has to be done.
It's got to be done.
Has to be done. Unless you're paying cash.
Well, absolutely.
Cash comes in and trumps everything.
But we're seeing now that a lot of the offers that we're putting out there, because there's multiple offers, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit, because there's multiple offers, that's one of the things that these sellers are finding out right off the bat.
Yeah, they want to know that right off the bat.
They're not wanting to give time. They're not really wanting to give you time after the fact to go ahead and take the time to get pre-approved, because somebody else has already done the homework up front.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Somebody else has already did that. They've got that info. They've got that done. So their offer looks more presentable when it goes over. The seller still has to make the final determination and the final decision. But if you're ready up front, you take that time frame out of there because you're already done. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Do you see a lot of people taking advantage of the getting pre-approved first?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's becoming a whole lot more.
I think people see the importance of it.
I think they're hearing our message.
I think so.
I think they're hearing, I think you're hearing, not only you, but the marketplace is hearing what we're saying. You know, get that done. That's an easy step for you to do.
Right.
But it does so much, which we could talk about for hours. It does so much for you in taking the step forward and becoming a homeowner.
And it makes you look good too.
Absolutely.
It makes you look good.
Remember, with time again being valuable, these sellers is knowing, man, I can get this thing done fast. So they're not wanting to wait forever for somebody to get their ducks in a row. They're going ahead and taking the offers of the people who've already got their ducks in a row. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Anything else you got to add to the time?
Well, I would say that you need to be prepared to make your offer fast, quick.
Absolutely.
Don't wait around. If you know it's the one you want.
Yes. Get on it.
Put that offer.
Get on it.
Put the offer in. Don't wait around. Because like you said before, somebody else looked at it yesterday and is thinking about it tonight and making the offer the day you're looking at it.
And they beat you out by 2 hours.
They
beat you out by 2 hours. So again, if you've made up your mind you're going to do it, go for it, man. Jump in and go for it, and make sure that, again, your offer's there in a timely manner. Everything's handled. Your pre-approvals are done. But you also have to think about home inspections. All that stuff's time.
Absolutely.
So those kind of things are what we see are stopping some deals from happening right now in the seller's market. And trust me, there's nothing worse than when you find a home you want to spend the rest of your life in. Oh, I found my dream home. This is my dream home. you need to be ready to move and act upon that dream home. Don't let somebody else
That's right.
sneak in the midnight hour and steal your dream home out from under you just because they took one or two simple little steps up front to make sure that they got that done. So tip number one of buying a home in a seller's market is time is very valuable to you and to the sellers. Time is of the essence. What's tip number two we can give them?
Tip number two is the offers need to be a lot more aggressive.
And tell us a little more.
Well, like you just said a minute ago, you can expect those multiple offer situations.
Yes.
Might as well go ahead and expect it.
Yes.
You know,
it's going to happen.
We've seen a lot of that.
It's going to happen.
I think last year was probably the most multiple offer situations I'd seen.
Oh, yeah.
It was just...
Well, my time in the business since 2008, it's by far.
Yeah. And so then plus with that offer, you know, you need to go ahead and come with your best foot forward.
Yeah.
You know, we're not in that big negotiating stage right now again because somebody else, you know, expect that multiple offer. So if you come in and try to get that deal and somebody else comes in and says, this is the house I want, and they make that good solid offer.
Great information, yes.
Then... and you could be out.
Yeah. So again, and are we telling them not to negotiate? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
But come with what you got. Come with your best.
Yeah. Bring a good, solid offer to the table. You know, used to a couple of years ago, we were seeing people go in thousands and thousands of dollars lower, and because again, people wasn't getting showings on their homes, they was willing to negotiate. Yeah. Right now, we're seeing a lot of people say, "Well, I'll just put an offer out there, and they'll counter me back."
Yeah.
We're seeing that not happen.
Right.
We're seeing an offer go in, and if they don't like it, they just flat say no, and the deal's dead.
Right.
It's over. You got to start all over again at that point because
you got to remember you're not guaranteed that counter.
No.
You're not guaranteed that counter.
No, absolutely. So again, we're seeing if you're buying in a seller's market, it's good to go ahead and be aggressive with it. You know what you're going to get for the house. Worst case scenario is they tell you no, and you don't have nowhere else to go.
Absolutely.
If that's the case, move on, right? Move on. But you never were, what people I think forget sometimes, you never were going to get it anyway. If that's your best and they say no, you wasn't going to get it anyway.
No, you're out.
So you was just going to prolong, you were going to have agony for 3 days wondering, oh, Lord, are they going to accept my deal? And then they're going to tell you no in 3 days, where now, at least, hey, I get my no fast if they don't want it.
That's right.
But again, you put a good offer in, we're seeing those good offers. People pre-approved, they know time's valuable. We're seeing that gets done. Those deals are happening, you know.
Yeah.
So again, buying in a seller's market sometimes can be tricky. That's why we're giving you these tips here today on the show so that you'll be prepared for that. We want you to be prepared. That's why we're presenting the information to you each and every week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. That's why we're presenting this information out there to you guys so you're ready for it, so that you know what to do. Here's what we're talking about right now, though. We're giving you some tips for buying a home in a seller's market. Not only in our area, we have people watch us from out of area.
Oh, yeah.
Other states. We had Joanne from Ohio on earlier. We got people from Guam. We've got Kentucky people, West Virginia people, Tennessee, North Carolina, Texas, Florida. They're all on here. They're all on here. Well, this is not just an isolated incident in our area.
No.
This is nationwide. It's a seller's market.
Worldwide.
Yeah, it's a seller's market. So again, just giving you out this information, how you can be prepared, the tips that you need to know to do when buying a home in a seller's market. We gave you two. First, time is valuable. The second one is offers are really, they need to be aggressive. You need to go in ready to go, okay? Here's the third one. All right, the third and the last one is negotiations. We're seeing negotiations can be a game changer.
Game changer.
They can make or break this deal. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
So like in negotiations, what are some things you're seeing about the negotiation part of it? What's some things you're seeing that's good? Some things maybe you're seeing that's not too good?
I would say that even like the inspections.
Absolutely.
The home
big. I think that's a big one.
The home inspections is, sellers ain't really as motivated, I guess, so to say, because they know
another one could be
another offer might be coming today.
I agree.
They might not be as, whatever that word I just said was.
Aggressive.
They might not be willing to accept those little nitpicky things that come back on the home inspection that they want you to do. Now, of course, the big things, the health concerns or the safety concerns, pretty much those are going to have to be done for a loan anyways.
Absolutely.
But your nitpicky things, broken outlet covers, stuff like that, they're not so eager to accommodate you on.
We thank each and every one of you for listening to today's podcast. Tune in for future episodes by subscribing to our channel and get the latest and greatest real estate information right here on Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by Elite Realty Group. Until next time, have a great and blessed day.